Yes, thank you very much for joining us again on The Touch with Michael and the Gas. Yes, so do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, MCTV Multimedia Production, and on Facebook, MCTV Multimedia Production. So in the studio today, without wasting much of our time, we have a guest here today. Yes, let's make welcome Victor Speaks today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you look so good this morning.
You look good too. Thank you, sir.
So, if we want to describe Victor, who exactly Victor is?
Okay, my full names are Gabriel Victor Ode, and people know me more as Victor Speaks.
Victor Speaks.
Victor Speaks. Yes, sir. So, I'm from Benue State.
Okay, you're not even Yoruba?
No.
Wow, you look so like Yoruba.
Wow. Yeah, it's not my first time hearing that. Well, I don't really know why.
Okay.
People mistake me for Yoruba, but maybe because I've drink much of Yoruba
word.
You know,
Okay.
I was born in Ogun State.
Wow.
Grew up there, and school brought us down to Lagos. Still in Yoruba State.
Yoruba State, yeah. Sure.
So, and the journey has been amazing. You understand? The journey has been amazing. I actually had my secondary school back then in Ogun State, while I had higher institution here at Last Protect.
Oh, Last Protect here in Lagos, yeah.
Last Protect in Lagos.
Oh, that you are still in Yoruba land now. So,
exactly.
People call you Victor Speaks. Why?
Exactly. Victor Speaks. Based on what I do.
What do you do?
I'm a spoken word artist.
Spoken words?
Yeah, spoken words.
Okay, like?
Yeah, spoken word basically. When we call spoken word to people, they're like, okay, words, what are you trying to tell us? Words, yeah, everybody speak words. So what are you spoken?
What's special?
What's spoken? So it's actually a form of poetry. It's actually a form of poetry, and we actually look forward to bring this thing to so many people, bring it to the light of people to see what we do, to see Christ in poetry. You understand? Christ in poetry.
So, Christ in poetry.
Exactly.
Is there anything like Christ in poetry?
Yes, exactly. You know, the Bible made us to understand that from the beginning, the creation of the world was created with a spoken word.
That's Rema. so
you
nice.
understand? He said it was created with a spoken word, but then people don't really know that it was actually poetry. You understand? It was actually poetry. It is words playing out in lyrics, words playing out in songs, words playing out in drama. Just words, crafting words to bring out words.
Okay, can you just give us a little from that, your spoken words?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
And there is this one I would love to do. It's titled Delilah.
Delilah.
Yeah. You know the story of Delilah, right?
We are familiar with the word Delilah.
Yes. For I was my father's son, cherished as the plants cherish the sun, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. She nurtured me so well that I have nothing to bother, and not until I met this damsel. She's spotless, she's unique, she's special. To me she was a gift so priceless. Her smile tells how beautiful the stars looks. She's amazing. She chastised me with the words of her mouth, and only for me to fall into a cloud, so my action keeps spinning around like roundabout. She pulled off her clothes, and all I could see is her body. I could not withhold the burden, and then I was lost to her body. And this became a burden that everybody seems to be nobody, because even myself won't follow gun body. In her eyes, all I could see her beautiful eyes. She looked so charming, but barely do I know that she could be so harming. She made herself known. Delilah, but I thought you said we are perfect match, fit for each other like the month of March. Delilah, you promised to be there even if I don't have a dime in my wallet, and that we would be like the legendary Romeo and Juliet. But it turned out that you were the finger behind the trigger that pulled out the bullet. Delilah, you promised we go together in sunshine and in rainfall. How could you be the path that orchestrated my fall? Delilah, I never see this coming, but only for you to act cunning. When I needed you most, you took to your heels running. Delilah, wait. This shouldn't be you. You said you loved me and you are ready to stay. But rather you choose to paint my face with clay. And what else do you want me to say? The shield has been unveiled, and all my effort now seems to be in vain. Nothing is left for me to explain. All this effort without single gain. I was confident, but at the same time I was not conscious. So at the end of my experience, I had my lessons learned.
Okay. I think we have to stop. We have to stop at that side, because even me now, I'm actually enjoying every bit of that with your lines. I'm fine with that your lines. So Delilah. So I'm very sure wherever Delilah is now, you'll be like, what have I done, Delilah?
Exactly.
So that's a super view of you.
Thank you so much.
I so much enjoy that lines. Like your poetry, everything, spoken words. You say the word is made of spoken words.
Exactly.
Like right now, actually demonstrate the word spoken words here today. So it means what you do now, does that actually affect the society?
Yes, it does. You know, poetry itself, as it is, we use poetry every day. We do poetry every day. But we don't know. You understand? We don't know. And there is something I'm actually working on presently. I'm on tour.
You are doing a tour right now?
I'm doing a tour.
Okay.
And this tour is gonna last for 3 months. 3 months. We've started
on these spoken words.
On spoken words.
Wow.
On spoken words. And basically the tour is to go out on 3 states. And right now we've already toured out 3 states.
Wow.
And we've toured out 3 states, but this is the 2nd month. We started last month.
So you gather people together, or how do you do that?
Yeah, I actually have my team.
Okay.
I have my team, and mostly their work with me is to act, to demonstrate the piece. Some of them is to sing for me at the background if I'm not going to use an instrumental. You understand? So I have my team that actually work with me. And one of the reasons why we had to go out on this tour is to let people see poetry as something that it's worth it. You understand? As something that is worth it. Songs are brought out of poetry. We don't know. Dramas are brought out of poetry. As long as you pen down.
Yeah.
It's kind of lyrics. And it's lines. You understand? So poetry itself, we believe is going to affect this society so powerfully because of what is happening out there. Because the spoken word artists and poets that are coming up out there, they are not smiling. They are not smiling because we're actually coming out with a full force. A full force because they've covered us for long. You understand? They've covered us for long. How poetry was being introduced back then, it was introduced in form of poem. And you know, people don't really like the poem. It's kind of looking boring. You enjoy what I just did, right?
Yeah.
And you said you enjoyed the lines.
Yeah, I enjoyed the lines.
That is spoken word poetry. Now, how it's been introduced back then, if someone was to come up and do the same piece, Delilah, you feel like sleeping. You feel like sleeping. But there's a revival out there now that
even where you are talking about Delilah, I can imagine.
Yes, you start picturing out the image. You start finding out like, wow, this guy did not stop. You understand?
Okay. Right now, understand that you are on a tour right now in 3 states,
exactly.
and believe so well that it's already a success. It is already a success, and your team. Everybody will be safe. I happy because the state now. I know every other state they are not safe. So, in the next 5 years, how do you view yourself?
Oh, come on! 5 years from now, 5 years is too big.
It's too big.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much. But in the next 5 years from here, too much. We believe that with what we are doing right now, with what is on ground right now, then poetry is not going to be a new thing to so many people any longer. Because right now you still have to come up and tell people do his poetry, where I do his spoken word. So by then you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. And we see ourselves on the big stage. meeting the big people, meeting the right people, having connection with the people that matters.
All right.
The earth was without form, it was without shape, and not until I stepped in as Penel. My aim is to give out light even to the dim light, because I stand as Imole, strong and brave, fierce and bold. In the midst of the storm, he showed up as a cluster of the vine could doju timi. Oluwa o doju timi, otuwa do simi. You understand what I said? Oluwa do simi. So from now to eternity, me, I am ready to shabak to him because he did my back. He held me strong like on back, so I won't fall with my back. And yet we choose to close up our mouth while worshiping, knowing that the words we render unto him are not oral. So mark my words and clean your heart, because this is more effective than my clean. You see, from the pages of my heart, let my worship begin but never end, because they are not mine. They are not mine. You see, sometimes the world shows up at the dark side, but I never forget the fact that I am white inside. I mean white inside, because I am a star. I stand as Esther. You see, when my life became battered and shattered, he picked the pieces and fixed me like a puzzle. Then placed me on a table that is stable, took away my trouble, gave me his blessings and double. Even when I'm not humble, makes me a victorious noble. And you see, for this that he has done, in fact, he has touched my weak point, so he can be the point of attraction. You see, I am not ashamed to speak of him, from the north to the south, from the east down to the west, because he has turned my life like the western life, took me high like the high life, and then refreshes me without fight alive, and still died for me so I can stay alive. You see, I speak of the one who is clothed in glory and not Agbada. You see, I may not have the iPhone, but still I am the apple of his eyes. You see, he came into my life and makes all the chaos way straight and nice. He who is never distracted by the attraction of the physical realm. He whose righteousness is as the wave of the sea. He makes the blind to see. At the center of it all, it's you that I see. You see, I speak of the one who turned waters to wine. When he speaks, they are reality. The wine.
That's okay. So I enjoy those line of yours.
Thank you so much.
It actually pass a message that even me, I can actually comprehend what you are saying.
Thank you so
I understand what you are saying.
Thank you.
I believe so well. The nation are waiting for people like this.
Thank you.
Many more generation are coming up now to speak up, to know what they want. It's earlier we discover who we are.
Exactly.
It's earlier we discover our purpose. And I so much enjoy that our viewers all over the world will enjoy what Victor Speaks has just done today on MCTV. Yes, you can. Do you have any social media handle?
Yes, I'm on all social media handles.
So can you give us your social media handle?
Okay, on Facebook, Victor Speaks.
Okay.
Okay, on Instagram, Victor_Speaks. On TikTok, Victor_Speaks. On YouTube, Victor Speaks.
So this is all what you do for a living?
Yeah, but at the other side, I'm a fashion designer.
You do that? Nice.
Yes, at the other side. Exactly.
So backup, that's a backup for you.
Oh, exactly. You understand?
So it means you carry two things at once.
We have to.
So I think that's nice, and you are still schooling.
Exactly.
That's another point. So you mix everything together. That's a big success. So everyone in the house today, I believe so much where we enjoy what Victor Speaks has done here today. So if you want to join his team, I think the room is available.
No problem.
Can I join?
You're welcome.
So for secondary school students who are willing, or individuals that are willing to join the team, Victor Speaks, know the word is being made of spoken word. So it's high time we speak up. It's high time we know what we do as individual, as a bona fide member of a particular citizen.
You know, it actually helps us to express ourselves.
Yes. Doing that, you can express yourself. Exactly. You know, it has a lot of moral lesson.
Exactly.
Parent to parent, to the society. You can talk about anything. In as much.
You can even be talking to the government and they will not arrest you. They will even be clapping for you. Because you use poetry.
But not to the government, you know. That is a fine right now. So it's high time we speak up as a youth. We speak up, don't die in silence. So thank you, Victor Speed, for coming on my show today. So it's an awesome experience to have you in our studio this morning. So I believe so well. Anytime we call you again, you're gonna show up. So I believe so well. In the next 5 years,
Thank you, sir.
I see you at the top there.
Thank you so much.
So thank you once again for coming on my show. So until the next time, thank you for joining us again on the talk with Michael and the guests. So do well to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. We are on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. It's very, very important. So MCTV Multimedia Production. So thank you. Until the next. See you.